Have no fear for when I'm alone. I'll be better off than I was before. I've got this life, I'll be around to grow who I was before. I cannot recall.
Well, that's where I'm headed, folks, is that cattail stand over there. Typha latifolia, or the supermarket to our ancestors. Can give you so much food, cordage, tinder, stalks that you can see there with the cattails on the end. There's hot dog type shaped things, seed heads. Stalks were used as arrow shafts, handrails. So this is the only stand that I have in my immediate area. So I'm always thinking about conservation for this, because I don't want this resource to disappear, so I'll only take a little at a time, because I want this stand to grow, get bigger, and hopefully furbish me with resources till I shuffle off this planet, so to speak, for hopefully be here for many generations. So I'll get back to you soon. Right folks, so you saw me gathering the cattail. Native Americans had many uses for it, from cordage to they made bedding out of it, food, handrails, everything that I explained before. So, but what I wanted to show you here is something that they did for the children. People might say, why do you want to make this thing in a bushcraft sense? Well, the reason is it teaches you, and what it teaches you is cordage making, how to work with a natural material, and get you used to that rather than working with man-made materials all the time. So what I've decided to do is make a little child's toy. So I will show you how to make it. But anyway, what I need is, I've got two, let's see them, pine cones, okay, small ones. So I'll pick the largest one, okay, and I'll show you what I'll do with that. So bear with me. So we've got a cattail leaf, and what I'll do, open this up a bit. As you'll see, these are all dead, but they're still flexible with being in the water. We've had 2 days of very hard rain, so these are still quite supple. As you can see, they're quite strong, well, strongish. So you could turn them into cordage. But so what I'm going to do is I'll take this leaf here, and I'll take our pine cone, and what I'll do is I'll begin to wrap the cone, like so. So what I'm basically doing here is creating a head with a pine cone. Now this doesn't have to be perfect at this point. Okay, I'll show you that. Okay, so I've just one leaf wrapped around the cone. Okay, so that gives us our head. So next what we do, go back again, we start to take our leaves again, take some thicker ones, and we'll place them over the top of the head, like so. So the head's inside, there's the leaf folded down. Okay, so take a few more of them. Using the thicker ones. So you can see these are still fairly pliable to work with when they've been wet. So now we get nice and tight. Okay. So what I'll do now, take another piece, one of these thin pieces here, break that off, and I'm going to tie it round the head. So this gives you your neck area. Okay. Let's get comfortable here. So I'm just going to use an overhand knot, the old granny knot. Now you have to be careful because remember this is not man-made material, it's not tough. It's strong, but you know, you can't go mental with it. It will break. So there we go. Just pull that there. So I'll let you see that again. Oops. So there we go. Okay, so that's just the head onto there. So what we do now, we'll lay this aside for the moment, and we'll take 2 leaves, like so, and like so. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 leaves, thickest end to thickest end, and place them together, like so. Okay, and I'm going to twist it. Keep on twisting all the way along. And now what I'm going to do, so you can see where I've joined the 2 together, okay, just roughly twisted together, okay. So at this end, one end, okay, that's 2 twisted together, I'm going to create cordage. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to twist possibly here and twist until it kinks. Okay. So just need to swap hands here, folks. I'll make cordage. So keep on twisting the top one, goes down the bottom, top. Just wet the fingers. Now I'm being fairly quick here because obviously for purposes of the video. Okay, so you can see we've got a bit of cordage. I'll tidy that up later. Just like you see that. Okay, so there's the cordage. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is start from the other side and work back at the middle. Okay, so take this piece here. Let me sit back and we'll go up to here, twist it till it kinks. There we go. Alright. There we go. That's what I wanted. Now there. So what I'm doing is making cords. So this is what this learns you, for even though you're making a child's plaything, it learns you how to work with natural materials. And our ancestors had intimate knowledge of this. We can only scratch at the surface of what they knew. So if you just bear with me as I say. There we go. So what I've got, if I take these bit down, as you can see, there's two pieces of cordage coming into the centre. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll trim these off, tie it in a knot just to tidy it up a little so the cordage doesn't come undone. It's not really necessary, but we'll do it. This is never done it before, so make it a first. There we go. So I'm just going to trim the ends off with my knife. Keep these small parts, you never know, you might need them later. Tidy this up. Knife away. There we go. So this is what it looks like now. Trimmed up, nice and neat. Okay. Now let's say one side's rougher than the other. This is ideally what you should be looking for, is good cordage, but as I say, I'm trying to be quick with this, so it's not eating into video time. So then what we do is we take our head again and our arms and we open the body up so, and we place the arms in. Okay, you see it's starting to take shape? Yeah, good. So, now what we do is we take some more leaves and to bulk up the body. So, just try and get this up right here, that's it. For thicker ones, because as I say, it bulks up the body better. Some of these are still maybe a little bit too green, but there's some nice ones in here. And we'll probably just go for one more on this side. It's a bit windy today, so the real change in the season, so you can fairly feel it. So let's have a look at that. Got neater at the back. So tuck this part in here, it's just a raggy end. So there, you start to see what it looks like with the wrapping the leaves. So what we're going to do next is put a waistband on to hold them in, all the cattail leaves in place. So we'll do that now. Just lay that there, pop it under there so it doesn't move, blow away, wouldn't want that. So let's see, a nice dried piece. That should do it. So what I'm going to do now is measure roughly where you think the body should be, the waist, and we shall, what I'll do in fact is make a whipping stitch. Okay, so I've made a loop. What I'll do is I'll wrap the cattail around it itself. Keep that end out. And what I'm going to do for a little bit of decoration is take another piece and I'll show you what they do with them scraps. Just I'll lay that there. So I'm going to open this one out. Fill it now, we've got enough. Yeah. So I'm just going to tidy the end up a little bit. So almost got a straight line. Okay. Now you can make these as fancy or as if you want. So what I'm doing is basically creating a little apron. So as you can see where I've got my thumb, I've popped a piece of cattail straight up. So I'm still wrapping. As you can see, I'm putting it under. You see that? You see that? How it's, I've put the wrap over the top, and then what I'll do is bend this piece down, and then I'll carry on wrapping. like so. Right, I just need to sit back down again. Carry on my wrapping, just check that. Got a twist in here, so it's not what I want it to be flat. There we go, that's it. So then what we'll do, we'll take our spare end and the loop that I created. Okay, this loop here, I'll pass this end through. Just make sure it's tight. Okay, and then on the back you can see where the tag is for pull. You see how we pull the loop in, and there we go. We'll pull that up, and that should give us, just sort this, there we go, made that to the front. So you can now see we're in a little apron. Okay, so I'm taking the back, I'm going to take these off at the back, tidy it up a little, and we're just about there. So and then all you do is trim the bottoms. I'll stay in here. And there you have one Cattail doll. Now, let's see, child's plaything, or is it learning you something? I think it's learning you something personally. What you could also do, you can actually turn them into men by making legs, inserting them. Same idea, same principle as the arms. Okay, tuck them in, braid them, tuck them in, tie them, add more cattails, and tie it in at the centre. So what I'm going to do with this one, I think she would like a little, maybe a broom for our sweeping out our teepee. So we'll get on with that. So if you bear with me, and I'll get back to you on that one. Okay, I just need to collect the materials. So now back again. So we've got our doll, yeah. So we're going to make a little broom. So what I've done is just taken a twig. I'm going to take this section here, so I'll just break that off like so, and then I'm just going to take the bark off with my knife, using the back of the knife. There we go. I'll just cut it clean on the end. So there's a broom handle, okay, and I've also collected, just pop the knife away again, there's just some dry grass stalks. I've folded them over in half, okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to break the ends off, like so, okay, and then what I'm going to do is insert the stick into the middle of the bundle, if I can. There we go. Try and get right in the middle. now just take that piece of cattail, a thinner piece. This should be okay. And again, we will make a loop. And we'll wrap. Now you want this fairly tight now because you want the grass to hold on. So, with my wraps, there we go, all the way around, and then again open up the loop if I can. So you can see I've just wrapped around, come forward again, I've wrapped around, see my finger, and there's the loop here. Okay, so our end goes through the loop like so, and then we pull on our tag at the back and it'll lock it in. There we go. So we'll just trim that neat. Okay. That's that one trimmed, and our tag that was hanging down is trimmed. So now what we've got is, let you see that, a broom. So all we need to do is trim the ends to make it look like a broom. Just lay that there, oh, about that length there, cut that, and there we have a broom. Okay, so then what we do, just take my knife back, pop that away, grass, then we take our cattail doll, and in the end where your cordage began, your start point, you can untwist it a little to make a hole. In fact, I think I'll come that way from the bottom, and then we just give it a little bend on the arms. To give us some sort of movement, and there we go. There we have our, come forward, cattail doll with our broom. Okay, so as you can see, working with natural materials, you're making something but you're also learning. So you should go, practice, have a go. It's dead simple, just have a go with it. So I hope you like it. Cheers. There we go then. So, thanks for watching, folks, and joining me in this video and breathing in the spirit of the season. Thank you to all my subscribers for putting up with me, and I hope you learned something from this. Go out, practice the skills yourself, for that is what bushcraft is about, using natural resources. So, as I say, once again, thank you very much, and I hope that you join me for the next one. Okay, cheers, bye.